Hey guys, Simon here from Simon Says Cycling. Today I want to give you some safety tips to keep you safe on your rides. It's so important to stay safe and take certain measures to enhance your chances of safety on every ride you do. I think the big trend these days in indoor training is because of the roads being busier out there, because people want to stay safe. Well, here are some of my tips for you to really stay safe on your training rides when you head out there on the open roads. First, you want to check your bike before every ride. What that means is you want to double check your quick release, that it's tight. I've seen people forget to check that and actually crash because their quick release was loose. Check your quick release on both wheels. Make sure the wheels are nice and centered. Check your brakes, pull your brakes. Make sure that the brakes are working properly, that they're closed up and not open. You also want to check your tires. You want it to scan to make sure there's nothing stuck into your tires that could cause a flat or a blowout. I also like to sometimes just check my handlebars to put some pressure on my handlebars on my headset, make sure my headset's tight, make sure my handlebars and stem are tight. Just by applying some pressure, I can tell right away. So that's what first thing that I would do every time I go for a ride, is just do a once over of my bike. The next thing you want to do is make sure you have good lights on the front and the rear. Lights are really important for visibility. You also want to make sure you have a light colored, visible cycling jersey, maybe a bright colored helmet so that cars can see you. My next tip is to make sure that you ride on a route where you're not going to be riding at sunset or sunrise, where cars are not going to be able to see you because the sun is going to be in their eyes. Unfortunately, I had a client who passed away because he was training around sunset and a car didn't see him. So this is something pretty close to home for me. So I always like to plan my routes and make sure I get home long before sunset, and I don't like to ride at sunrise. Or if I do ride around sunrise, I want to make sure I'm riding in a direction where cars are going to be seeing me, where it's not dangerous in terms of visibility. Another tip is make sure you have some identification on you, and also that people know where you're riding. With the Garmin or with the Wahoo, you can have the live tracker where your family members know exactly where you are. That's a great thing to have so people know what route you're doing. As well as riding with a friend or a group is always going to improve the safety, especially when you're going out mountain biking or you're going on for a really long ride. Try and plan that with somebody so that you can do that together and look out for each other. Hope you guys enjoyed those tips. Stay safe out there, enjoy those open roads, and all the best with your cycling.